World Cup, Qatar 2022. The round of 16, win or go home. The Americans versus the Netherlands. This team the US has comes with a we deserve to be here mentality and feels as though they aren't just here to compete but to prove to the world they have a place on stage right next to the world's best teams. However, the Netherlands, coming in as a heavy favorite, look to put an end to the American hype train. With the first quarterfinal spot up for grabs, the look on the Americans' face as they took the field for the first time was intense. Survive and advance against the number 8 team in the world or fly home tonight. And when an early offsides that was not called almost leads to America's first goal in the 3rd minute, it felt like America was on the precipice of advancing in the FIFA World Cup. Pulisic almost playing the role of hero once again, but his attempt thwarted by the Dutch Mountain, a 6'8" football player menacing in the goal, and the Dutch eventually broke the drought as Memphis hits a solid strike and scores off the fast break attack, which the crowd knew it before the ball even passed midfield. Absolutely brilliant atmosphere and fandemonium for the World Cup, just the greatest sporting fans in the world. Now the Netherlands, after a slow first 10 minutes, started playing with an aggression that had America somewhat on their heels. You got the sense that after scoring their first goal, the Dutch were playing with their food. And then in the first half stoppage time, goal number 2 for the Dutch, which was just an absolute gut punch to the Americans. The one thing you cannot have happen in stoppage time is exactly what happened, and the American spirit looked to be broken. In a win or go home game, giving their opponents a 2-goal cushion, it was going to be tough for the US, but not impossible. We all know it's not a lead until you're up 2, which had the Dutch sitting pretty, and missed layups were the story of the match for the Americans, one in the first half and 2 more easy ones in the second half that just could not find the mark. Now to me it seemed like the Dutch didn't have it in their zone for very long, but once they found themselves down nearest the American goal, they knew exactly what to do with it. However, in the 76th minute, here come the Americans with a huge morale boost, scoring on an absolutely beautiful touch to the back post, and the Americans had life, but just briefly, as the Dutch slammed the door shut once again just minutes later, scoring their 3rd goal of the day. And I would say overall, it's as if the Netherlands knew the US would come out of the gates on fire, which they did, and all the Dutch had to do was weather the storm, knowing they could then methodically cruise to victory. So hats off to the Dutch for just the excellence of execution and being now 19-0, a team who hasn't lost in the last year and a half. I will say the Americans showed up, competed, and had very quality opportunities, but there are indeed levels to this game, and overall the US can walk away with their heads held high and full of optimism because USA soccer has a very bright future. So shout out to the entire football community, and if you want to see more World Cup reactions here on KurtyFlo Live, let me know down in the comments what game we should watch next. As always, stay tuned and subscribe so you never miss a video, and thanks for watching KurtyFlo Live.